Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. So it's down to business here. And here's Rodrigo.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Short changes him with that pass. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
Okay, interesting. No way through. Valverde. It's Bellingham. Mbappe. Over to the left. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now the finish! It's in!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving...
Mbappe is on his own. Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he thumps it clear. Eder Militao. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, what a great chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate.
Valverde has got himself a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Tchouaméni. Madrid are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And here's Rodrigo. Mbappe has a goal! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Rudiger. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Valverde. Mbappe. Nice sequence of passes, this. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Alaba. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. And he's cut it out. Chance! Valverde. Bellingham. Bellingham running with the ball. Nicely aimed pass. They want to be quick to recover this. Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Bellingham gets a foot in here. Vinicius Junior, he's away. Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe, and the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Madrid have their second corner now. Madrid have the chance to go the other way.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe. Passes short and sharp. Danger averted for now. That'll be a throw.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Good read, needed to be. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Alaba. Alaba charging forward down that flank. Vinicius Junior. And the half-time whistle goes. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Second period then underway. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Mbappe. Rudiger. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. Now it's Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Carvajal cuts out the pass. Bellingham. This is promising. Rudiger did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe is herring after that one. He's had it taken off him. Rodrigo. Now it's Valverde. Tries to dink it through. That has been cut short. Bellingham is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, Rodrigo! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Rodrigo. Almost an hour gone. Carvajal looking to get on the end of this. Goes in for the header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Rodrigo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Carvajal. Valverde. Eder Militao. Tchouaméni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Shot a goal! It's in! And again they hit the front.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Valverde! Tchouaméni. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Brilliantly cut out. Valverde. And the pass is intercepted. Vinicius Junior. There's the hit! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Defending of the desperate variety. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Brahim Diaz. Lucas Vazquez. Here's Tchouaméni. Camavinga. That is a great pick out. And the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Hendrick did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Mendy. Good looking ball. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Can he get it through? Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Couler.
2 minutos de descuento.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Look at this. He's had a shot. Well, now it's a race for the ball. The whistle has gone, and it is all over. Madrid have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, well played. Oh, he's bustling through here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Mbappe. Rodrigo. A nice sequence of passes, this. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, David Alaba, one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Carvajal. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Valverde. It's a good spell of possession, this. And here's Mbappe. Very nicely done. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Bellingham. He's got to be in. Chance! Goal! There is the breakthrough.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And he's had it nicked away. And here's Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. Madrid finding their passes. He's a sharp little ball. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vinicius Junior! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Madrid are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Olise. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That is good alertness. Now it's Mbappe. 15 minutes till half-time. Mbappe. And here's Thuram. Looking tidy in possession here. Quality ball. Mbappe. That is a great pick-out. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Valverde. Mbappe. Well, he's seen that early. There's the hit! And that's caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Chouameni. Rudiger. Koundé cuts out the pass. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Carvajal. Madrid are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Valverde has found the net here, of course. Now there's a fight. Can he finish? Sticks it away! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
Vinicius Junior! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
That's just downright fabulous, both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Valverde, now it's Vinicius Junior.
They've got to make this nice and quick. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through, but look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Madrid are very much where they want to be, courtesy of some true... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Vinicius Junior. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. And here's Vinicius Junior, and here's Rodrigo. Valverde! Oh, in for the pieces! Carvajal attempts a clearance.
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
Mbappe! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Alaba. Vinicius Junior. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe. And he was alert to it. Rodrigo. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Vinicius Junior. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Camavinga. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Bellingham. Oh, easy pickings there. Looks to clip it forward. Fires it in low. Tchouaméni and Rodrigo. Valverde. Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham tries making a foray down the right. For Valverde. Passing nice and neat.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Great ball, and he's in here. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's got tall. It's in! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Oh, he's gifted it to the He's got the shot away! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Pressing high and with purpose.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
No, again, there's no way through. Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Valverde. Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mendy. Mbappe might just make this. Valverde. Muscular approach does pay off here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Rudiger. Carvajal. Vinicius Junior looking to penetrate opposition lines. And he's picked out the run. Bellingham. And they can counter here.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Back into the middle. In with a header!
Un minuto de descuento.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Carvajal. Tchouaméni. Mbappe. And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Defending was strong and firm. Valverde. Here's Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Rodrigo. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Tchouaméni. Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Tchouaméni. That's an excellent interception. Camavinga. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 71.892
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
espectadores.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Rodrigo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rudiger.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Carvajal. Vinicius Junior. Well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham. Oh, perfectly measured that. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, super ball! Rodrigo! Goalkeeper's ball. Valverde. Bellingham. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Cambio de jugadores.
Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. And here's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior given the lift of his goal. Rodrigo. Mbappe. And that's gone loose. He's looking to set free a runner. Just too much on that.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Lucas Vazquez. It's Camavinga. Caught offside that time. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Tchouaméni. And he's in on goal. Now there's a fine ball. Modric. Endrick. Vinicius Junior. And it's Lucas Vazquez. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Mendy. Camavinga.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That is very well defended. That's a sharp pass. Modric. It's Camavinga. Oh, looks a smashing ball. Chance to shoot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Vinicius Junior.
That's good play from him.
Endrick.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
2 minutes to be added on. Short changes him with that pass. Endrick. So that's it. It is all over. Madrid perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Se acabó. Victoria
Your final
para los
thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. He's had it! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. He's in here! Now it's Camavinga. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's played forward. Carvajal. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He could be in here. Now it's Mbappe. Now can he find a finish? Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Madrid yet to have an attempt on goal. And there's green grass ahead of him. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. And Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. And it's hoisted clear. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Face to face with the keeper. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Vinicius Junior. Great pass and goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Carvajal. Backward it goes. Oh, what has happened here? Can he put it away? Valverde. Vinicius Junior. And he's there to retrieve it. Done delicately. And the shot! Rodrigo. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rodrigo. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Rodrigo. Look at the space here. Oh, important interception. And that was very necessary. Bellingham.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Oh no, what has happened here? Eder Militao deals with that comfortably. Rudiger. Camavinga. And it's Rudiger. And Carvajal. Oh, can he get onto this? Rodrigo. Great hit! And he's done it!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Mbappe. Rodrigo. Tries a header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Carvajal. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Bellingham. Carvajal picks it up out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Camavinga. Bellingham spots it and intercepts. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Valverde.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And they win it back again. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. He's found a way through. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Vinicius Junior, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Valverde.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Carvajal. And that is expertly dealt with. Shapes to shoot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Picked out brilliantly. And that has been clubbed away.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, good-looking ball. Vinicius Junior looking to get on the end of this.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Good read, needed to be.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Chouameni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. There's the shot. It's a goal. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Nicely worked. Oh, he's been caught on it here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's the throw. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Camavinga. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Camavinga. And the shot!
Carvajal really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Goulet. 2 minutes to be added on. Chouameni cuts out the pass. Mendy. Madrid finding their passes. Always onto this. Oh, great chance! Real chance! They are rampant! And they are cruising away.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And yes, it's him again. And time is up. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Oh, this looks sharp. Carvajal is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And it's been given away. It could be in here. Big chance, must be! Shot a goal! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.